little overdressed, or if you saw someone just in a white shirt and you can't see below the bar, you know, you don't know if they're wearing boots or moccasins or leather soled shoes. You don't know until they're not there anymore. You're standing there at the end of the bar and someone's sitting there. Your chair is back. The only way they can get past you is if they said, excuse me. They can't go over the bar. There's no hatch over there, no door. And yet, the next time you look over to them, they're gone. There's been reports of men and women sitting at the bar and vanishing. Not really outside, away from their eyes necessarily, right in front of them. And yes, you could argue that, oh, it's a bar, so people have been drinking there. How do we know what it is? But what if you just started dinner? What if you just started drinking? Not everyone comes here, some of them, but not everyone is blind drunk, you know, halfway through the night. Some people just nurse a drink, or they just want to be around people, or they come here to talk to their friends who work here. And they don't. And I drink here all the time. I've never gotten drunk at this bar. I've actually never been drunk in my life, to be honest with you. What I do is I just get a gin and tonic, and then tonic the rest of the night. You know, I don't like the idea of being drunk. So, but yeah, some people. I come here to talk and hang out with the guests here at the inn.
The ghost guests or all of them?
Locals. And sometimes I'll come around. You can't come to the bar. I can, but sometimes I'll come in here. I'll do magic for you. So I want to do another magic trick for you while you're here. All right, I'll actually teach you a magic trick. You can show your friends and family and kids and everything like that. Okay. So now the problem with this one is you need a fork, and I forgot a fork, and I don't want to unwrap any of their forks. Okay, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But you need a fork. Like, imagine the prongs are out like this. You put the fork behind here like this, right? Out toward the back, but you would hide it back here, see? Right? Like that. You say, I have here an ordinary napkin or handkerchief. I have a handkerchief. Most people don't have these anymore. But you have a napkin, right? And you'd have your fork back there, like right here, like in the corner, okay? Hiding behind there. I have here an ordinary napkin. If you had a fork, and I apologize, I should have got a fork earlier. You put it down like this, okay? Now I like to give it a little fold, like I would say a spirit from the inn is trapped inside. You do this for kids, right? And I would say the fork is under there, hidden underneath the handkerchief. All right, they don't know that. So you would go to where, remember I told you about the prongs? That's here. And you would press down on those prongs, and hopefully the fork would lift the handkerchief up in the air underneath the napkin or handkerchief or whatever you're using. But you need a fork to make that work. And I didn't bring a fork tonight, so I apologize. Okay? Thank you. And that's it for the magic tonight. So. All right. So this is the tavern which has the well. So I like to talk about the well. Because there's been a lot of speculation from many paranormal investigators over the years that water charges spiritual energy. You ever heard that before? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that true? Not necessarily. How is Deadwood haunted then? It's out in the middle of the desert. Okay.
What about storms?
Huh?
What about storms?
Storms.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, sure. I don't think water is necessary for a haunting. All right, water might be bad for a haunting. You know, if you think of a ghost as energy, what would be bad for electrical energy would be humidity, right? Dry air is where you get static charges from in the wintertime, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You ever think of that way? Yeah. So, yeah, water is not necessarily a correlation to a haunting. But you know what is? People. Mm-hmm. And where do you build a new population? Around water. Yep. The correlation, though, it's called correlation versus causality. Just because two things happen at the same time doesn't mean they're related. All right? Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Follow me.